Hello, guys. Greetings. Good morning, and welcome to a new day. This is the 31st of October 2023, and I'm here to give us the summary of yesterday's founders meeting. Yesterday was Monday, and we had our founders meeting, which was anchored by our Chief Justice, which is Brother Bederick, and of course, the administration came around to give us some updates. So, if you're tuning into my broadcast for the very first time, welcome to my channel. Do well to like, do well to share these information to the members of the Simply Brilliant community, and subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. All right, on that note, I'll be highlighting the things the administration talked about. The first thing he talked about is the fact that our $22 subscription fee will be coming to an end in less than 24 hours from now. That's to say, by the end of this month, the $22 subscription fee goes back to the default, which is 8 grains of gold. And 8 grains of gold is about $35. That's the 8 grains of gold. So if you have not yet taken advantage of this promo, do well to do so now. And there is an opportunity to take advantage of it even to a whole year. So you can pay your yearly subscription fee if you care to. You can pay 6 months if you care to, 9 months if you care to, 3 months, whichever one you want. But it's an opportunity that is going to cause you to be at least relaxed for some time. So do well to take advantage of it. Now, that's the first point the administration talked about. The second point he talked about is that the admin credits. He also said the admin credit will be coming to an end by October, and it's not going to be negotiable. So those of you who took advantage of the admin credit, congratulations. Those who hasn't yet taken advantage of it, you should do that if you haven't done so yet. The next time that there will be an admin credit will be by January of next year, which is January 2024. So those of us who hasn't yet taken advantage of it, do well to do so. I mean, bless yourselves if you want to, and then bless those around you if you want to with your admin credits. It's actually the way the administration is compensating for those who were not given their June bounty. So I advise that you take advantage of it because you have less than 24 hours from now before that opportunity comes to an end, and everything returns back to normal by November 1st, which is about less than 24 hours from now. All right, another thing the administration said is that there will be room for people to take advantage of our exchange. I mean, it's going to now become a dual traffic. Previously, it was a one-way traffic where people can buy SBFC from our private exchange and then put it inside of their MetaMask. Very soon, which is this week, according to the administration, it's going to be such that you can actually take advantage of it to swap your SBFC into USDT. But there are conditions that he also highlighted will happen for you to take advantage of that. Those conditions are: number one, you must have to be an agent. That's the very first criteria. You must have to be an agent. And being an agent means you have to deposit one Joy G as a collateral into the system. And once you have deposited one Joy G into the system, you are good to go. And then with that, you can now be able to swap SBFC and then get USDT. $10 per day. That's what it is for now. $10 per day. There are going to be conditions also that will reinforce this particular one I've talked about. The Privy Council will be meeting today, and we're going to deliberate on how the modus operandi of the private exchange will be running. You are going to hear more about it very soon. In fact, the administration is going to detail it in our meeting tomorrow, being Wednesday. So for those of us who hasn't gotten comprehensive overview of how the exchange will run, expect a comprehensive view from the administration in our founders meeting tomorrow. Do well to get yourself fully prepared. The information that he gave yesterday was that you must have to be an agent for you to be able to swap from SBFC into USDT. More of the modalities will be made known to the community shortly. Okay. All right. So the next one is there is still room to change your sponsor. If you haven't yet changed your sponsor, the conditions upon which you can change your sponsor is that your sponsor is no more active in the community, or your sponsor in one way or the other put you into the community and it wasn't originally your plan that that individual will be your upline. You have the room to switch your sponsor into someone else who you think you can work with, and then you guys can produce better, who you think can actually guide you appropriately, who you think can mentor you properly. So it's up to you to decide how that will be done. So the room for changing sponsor is still there. Do well to take advantage of it. Okay. And I think that's it. Now the next one is we are working to see how new members in the community can enjoy what bounty looks like. So many members in the community has been complaining, especially in time past, that they've not been able to have access to bounties, they've not been able to have access to bounties, and that's because they've not been able to get a downline. Of course, if you have a downline, you will be able to enjoy bounty. And to be clear, the bounty is 50% of the person's subscription fee. That's the bounty. It has been since the inception of the community about 4 or 5 years ago. That was when this activity began. So you bring in someone to the community, he pays his subscription fee, provided he has an upline, and if that person is you enjoy 50%. The more bounties, the more members you bring into the community who are under you as their upline, the more bounties you enjoy. And that's because you are going out and you are not holding things back. You are opening your mouth, you are telling the world that there is something you believe in, and they can also believe in it. Because as long as I'm concerned, if you ask me, we are going to be an alternative to the present financial system. We are going to be a banking system, alternative to the present banking system. That's what we are going to be. If you have an understanding about the community and you have full insight, you should be confident about the community. Go out and tell people what it means to become a member in this community. The problem we have is that we're not being properly educated, or we're not confident enough. If you ask me, I'm so confident because we are winning already. More updates on that shortly. So back to what I was saying. Downlines, uplines. The administration is creating an avenue so that members who are new in the community can have a taste of what it looks like to enjoy bounty. So that's going to play out from November. November will soon come, and November is in about 24 hours from now. But unfortunately, it wouldn't be on the 1st of November. It will be sometime second week of November or thereabouts. That will play out, and it's going to play out till I think the end of the year, and even going forward. The administration wants to create several alternatives so that members who come into the community will stick. And when they stick, they will grow the community. People have been saying, what do I have to gain? What do I have to gain? Each time I pay from my pocket, I don't gain anything. Get yourself prepared. Another thing you should also know is it's an option, it's an alternative plan. It's not going to be forced on everyone. It's a choice. Now, if you pay a subscription fee, you will opt into that option if you want to. If you don't want to, you can also continue paying your subscription fee from your pocket. It's all about choice. But it's going to enable those who wants to have something to know what it looks like to have bounties. And the modalities, the details, the comprehensive overview will be made known to the community when the time comes. I'm just giving you a rundown, a summary of what to expect very soon. And even though I may have an overview of what is happening, by instruction, I'm being made to preserve those informations until you hear from the horse's mouth, which is the administration of the Simply Brilliant community. But one thing I will tell you is that the opportunity the administration is bringing out tomorrow is going to be, by November, it's going to be mouth-watering. It's going to be very interesting. It's something that will grow the community till the community will get to a very reasonable numbers. Other options will come up, but the administration wants to grow the community so that we'll have the numbers. The numbers is what we need now, and the numbers we're looking at is anything from about 10,000 to about 30,000. A lot of things is going to play out from next year. A lot of things that will wow members of the community. I should also announce that next year the world is going to hear about us. I should announce that by next year, economies are going to begin to face a whole lot of frustrations. And there'll be a way to come and then get succor, get protection, get confidence. And that's going to be our community. Our community will be an alternative to hold and then, preserve the economy, because the economy is moving into inflation, especially from Nigeria. Everything is falling apart. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. It's not just in Nigeria, it applies to every other country around the world. Inflation is hitting hard on the people. But I am announcing to you that we're going to be an alternative. We'll be a succor, we'll be a support, and we're about to get into that level. And I tell you that what the administration will be launching from next month, which is November, is going to be a transition into that economy. Don't forget that we're also going about agent donations and other things that are there. You also have the room to buy SBFC. I would advise that if you have the money, buy SBFC. I'm giving you an advice. Now, SBFC is about $25. Now, in 1 year from now, SBFC will be over $500. This is my advice to you. So, if you want your money to double times 2, times 3, times 10, it's my advice to you to buy it. Buy it and don't be in a haste to withdraw it. Buy it and keep it there for some time. That's going to be a major source of your wealth very soon. I should also make us understand that if we have these numbers, which we are looking for, then everything that is outstanding will be given back to the members in the community. And what are those outstanding things? We're talking about the buybacks. Only a few members in the community are having buybacks and they want to get back their buybacks. I'm part of the members who have buybacks and I want to get back my buybacks. Yes, I have over 1,000 in my buybacks. Yes, I have over 1,000 in my buybacks. Now, in my staking, I have about 1,000. I think the maximum you can put in for staking is about 1,000, which I'm also a beneficiary. I don't invest small. In everything I do, I go big. So in the community which I believe in, I put in a good number of money there, and I'm confident that I'll get it. It just has to take some time. Other people in the community also did the same thing, but some of them are discouraged because possibly their money is stuck. But I'm telling you that you get your money. All you just need to do is stay a little bit more in the community. Be confident in what you are doing, and then keep telling people about it because nothing is perfect. We've made mistakes and we've learned from our mistakes. We are getting stronger. So those of you who are given to holding on to the past and don't want to move forward, then you may never be able to get back your resources because the system involves and requires that you be consistent true. That's what the system needs. And it's a choice also. If you choose to sit back and then we get to where we're supposed to get to, the system will require you to fulfill some conditions before the system gives you back what belongs to you. This is what you should also know, okay? So I will advise that you put in your head, push yourself and get there because we will get there. Now, there are also other things in the system that are held back, and that is the exchange. I have a very substantial amount of money in the exchange. My brother, which is Chief Justice Bederick, he has over 40,000 in the exchange. And I also have much more than 40,000 in the exchange. And then whoever it is that has much, I mean, I'm among those that are among the first 5 who have money in the exchange. Substantial amount of money. I wouldn't want to disclose the amount at this point. But the point I'm driving at is I'm confident. When you look at me, you see that I'm oozing out confidence because I know that the community will excel. It's not just that I'm oozing out confidence by faith. I'm one of the high-ranking personnel in this community. I'm in the Privy Council. I know what's going on. I interact with the system. The system I'm referring to is the administration. So I'm not coming here to just bamboozle you. I'm telling you what will play out. But it's up to you to believe. If I'm not able to raise your frequency to believe, then I don't know. I can't help you. You will just have to help yourself. All right, so let's move on so that we can finalize. Today's summary is going to be brief. And I talked about the bounty, right? Yes. So the bounty will be set up by November, mid-November or thereabouts. You should expect that. And I will encourage everyone to take advantage of it because if you do, wow, you'll be the better off. So take advantage of it. Then finally, okay, 2 more points. Now the administration is working out ways to see that members in the community can reach out to him. Members in the community have been trying to reach out to the administration. Of course, when you go to the Kringle Cashback office, you'll see that members in the community have been trying to reach out to the administration. But the administration in yesterday's meeting said that his phone is now out of reach. I mean, his phone has spots and he wants to get it fixed. That's what he said. So when he gets it fixed, then he will reconnect back to the community. And the members who are in the community should please bear with him. It's going to happen very soon. It's not going to exceed it should be this week. He should get it sorted out this week so that he can re-engage, reinitiate communication with the community. Because most people want to interact with the administration directly. Some people don't want to go through the mass adoption meeting, possibly because they are indisposed. They don't have the time to go about it. Maybe they are busy at work as at the time the meeting is going on, so they may want to have a direct access. You should also know that there are members in the Privy Council who you can reach out to. And then with that, they can reach out to the administration. The problem is that people don't want to go through a mediator. They just want to go directly. So the administration is making an avenue for members to reach out to him directly. And they should also be patient. When they write information to him, they should be patient. He will get back to them. Okay? All right. So I think that's that. Now, let's go into the final one. Bederick and our beloved brother, Dr. Kaldasha, are making out ways so that the community can be educated. Let's face it, the community is not informed. A good number of people in the community are uninformed. They are grossly uninformed. It's because they chose to be willfully ignorant, if you permit me to use that word. Those who are willing to listen has associated themselves with leaders of consequences. There are leaders out there of consequences. And I dare to also say, I think I'm one of the leaders of consequences. Now, people are there. You can associate with them, relate with them. And as long as both of you harmonize your minds together, I think progress is inevitable. Progress is imminent. But the problem is they just want to sit down and expect a miracle to happen. Well, I don't know how miracles happen. Our community is not doing rocket science. Our community doesn't do magic. We don't do fractional reserve lending system like the banking systems do and are now broke. No, we are building from realities. We are building from cooperations. Cooperations means that people agree together, and our strength is in our numbers. We are people based, we are people backed. Our economy is based on the numbers. People helping us to succeed. That's what we are. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay. All right. So, on that said, that was the summary of yesterday's mass adoption meeting. I'll be sharing my screen shortly, which I want to now do so that we can see a few things the administration has put out on the blog, and then we take necessary actions, and that'll be all for today. All right, so this is it, and the first thing I want to actually look into is the fact that our numbers really increased yesterday. We're about 160 something, and now as at now I speak, we're about 244. Now I'm talking about 3,244. Okay, as at yesterday, we're 3,160 something. I think 68 or 64. I can't pinpoint the exact numbers, but we have increased. We're now 3,244. You know, so what does that imply? It implies that people are taking advantage of this offer the administration just put out. 22 BUSD USDT KCBO promo ends at midnight server time, October 31st, 2023. And June bounty redemption ends as well. Okay, so the admin is telling us that these two, which I've actually said before, is coming to an end. So those of us who has not yet read, do well to read. Okay, do well to read. Information in this community will thrive. I mean, if people pay attention to it. Now let's look into this one. Some of us are not reading, and some of us are solely dependent on informations that are put out by members who summarize the mass adoption meeting. It's a good idea, but you should also focus on reading for yourself, learning the information for yourself. Now, this is what I want to talk about. I'm not going into details, no. I just want you guys to see something. This is what I want us to see. This is what I want us to see, which he has talked about. Now, the dev team is working on the exchange to be able to exchange SBFC to USDT on our private exchange for agents. This will launch in in the next few days. Now, at that time, I'll continue agent activation, but the requirements will be much higher. So what he's trying to say is, when the exchange is out, there will be also further criteria that will merge or that will balance out for agents in our present community, those who are supposed to get agent activation. That's why he said, I'll continue agent activation, but the requirements will be much higher. So the condition in our community are for the disciplined and for those who are willing to work. If you're not disciplined, you're not willing to work, you're not willing to do anything, you just want to happen, get money out of nothing. It doesn't work like that. The banking system creates money out of nothing. They create money out of thin air. We don't do that. We create money from realistic points of view. And that's why we're rolling out slowly. We are going to become powerful over time because the economy is falling apart and people will find an alternative. They want to hold on to something worthwhile. Now, I don't know how much longer it's going to be before our dollar to naira would escalate and then cause the economy of Nigeria to go into hyperinflation. But I can tell you that it's moving to that direction. What are you doing about it? Are you just thinking that we're here just wasting our time? We've been here for 7 good years, moving to 8 years, and we've built experience. I think you should join us if you haven't yet joined us. I'm always here to always guide you. If you haven't yet understood or you are afraid, I don't know what it is that is holding you back, but I can tell you that this is the best opportunity you can ever lay your hands on. Yes. In 2 years from now, you are going to see that the value of SBFC will be more than the value of Bitcoin. In 2 years from now, SBFC just launched a few months ago, in fact, a few weeks back. But in 2 years from now, I can tell you, even if the price of Bitcoin in 2 years from now is going to be 60,000 or 70,000 or even $80,000, whatever the value is, I can categorically tell you that based on what we have on ground, which we are going to unroll one day at a time, the value of SBFC will be more than Bitcoin. So what do you think? Do you think it's wise for you to join now that the price is $25 or not? Decide, it's your choice. So let's finalize. So please do what you can to reach a donation count for our agents of 300 plus so we can activate more agents. All right. So a word is enough for the wise. I'll stop at this point. All right. So I'll stop sharing my screen. Now I'll quickly move into the question section. There are people that asked questions yesterday, and one of them that asked the question was Brother Ako Emmanuel. He was grateful to admin and he appreciated admin for what he did. He has been doing from the time he came in, and that he has done a lot, and that the people has been quite encouraged, you know. So he needed clarification on our agent donation. He was concerned that before it was going well, but now it's no more going that well, And before, a good number of people, they were recycling. And the problem with the community where we are now is because we failed to we recycled and we took more than we should. So people took time to put in $10 and we drew $15. That's the problem. So many people were in support of the fact that yes, of course, people are suffering, so we should always withdraw $5. But that was to the detriment of the community, and the price of Joy G nosedived. So do you expect the administration to follow that same modus operandi? No. So Brother Ako Emmanuel was concerned about that, and the administration assured him that we're going back to the original plan. The original plan has to do with sacrifice. The original plan has to do with bringing money from your pocket and then giving to the system, and in turn, the system will give you $15 in SBFC. Even in $15 SBFC, there are going to be conditions upon which you are going to access it. If you access it and use it for recycling, the system will penalize you. So there should be no recycling. If you're withdrawing it through our private exchange, you should use it to do goodwill, something of that nature. More of the information will come to you by tomorrow by the administration. So the next person that spoke was Inand Kumar. Of course, he spoke in Hindi, so I didn't understand what he said. And then another person that spoke was Brother Francis. So I think Brother Francis was talking about the fact that he was having challenges with Bounty, and the administration said he will reach out to him on that later on. And then there was also someone else that said he had not yet received his technical split. And according to him, he's Brother Supe from Cameroon. And then another person was talked about, he wanted to get further clarifications on the November promo. And according to him, he didn't put his real name. So the administration, Brother Chief Justice advised that people should use their real name instead of making use of some funny names. So I think those were the much I was able to capture in yesterday's founders meeting. So let's quickly move into our audience who are with me here. My audience, you guys are well appreciated for being on my broadcast. Now, before I even begin to read anything, I want us to understand that my responsibility here is to keep the community informed. And you shouldn't expect more than that from me. Even though I'm a member in this community and I happen to be something, whatever, the point is that everybody in the community should be responsible. No one should depend on the other person for sustenance. Now, there could be exceptional times that you could meet someone and the person should support. But don't make it a habit where you begin to meet people for sustenance. It doesn't work like that. I'm particular about the subscription fee. It's a personal responsibility. People should take responsibility. And if you're not willing to take responsibility, then perhaps maybe you are not qualified to be in this community at this level. Yes, community will accommodate everybody from every walks of life. There is the administrative cadre, there are the billionaire level, there is the millionaire level, and they're also going to be the workforce. The workforce will be the rest of humanity. And then it's going to be an alternative to save humanity from the elites and their control. That's what we are building. The elites are building their own to control, to enslave. We are building ours to free humanity. That's what we are doing. So it depends on when you want to and how you want to join us. This early stage we are, there are going to be a lot of sacrifice. So being a member in this community, you should be sure to take responsibility. No more, no less. If you are willing to depend on someone and you want the person to do everything for you without you making any effort, well, I don't know how far you go. My advice. All right. Good morning, Ambassador. Well done. More grace. God will continue to keep and strengthen our SBC community. Thank you very much. That's my brother from Nigeria. So, good morning, leader. Brother Vincent, greetings to you. Good morning. And then, good morning, Ambassador Augustine. Thanks for the work. Well done. Thank you very much, my beloved sister. Now, let's go ahead. Good morning, sir. Good job. For the information you give it, for the information you give it to us, or the information you give to us. Thank you. You're very welcome. I don't know if there are people who have their questions to ask. I think my broadcast has come to an end. Within the next 30 seconds, if you have questions to ask, do well to ask your questions. If you don't have questions to ask, I think this is all for today. I would appreciate it if my audience do well to like this video. As social proof, do well to share these informations in your groups. Do well to subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. It's obvious that the ones that are on my live channel are already subscribers to my channel, which is a good one. But I'm talking about those who will watch consequently. Do well to share these informations. Our community is lacking information. Our community is lacking right information. Our community is working on assumptions. We can't go far with assumptions. That's why sacrifices has to be made. People should come for the meeting, hear from the administration, and then re-inform the community who were not disposed to attend the meeting. And I think that's what I'm doing. To be clear, there are no extra charges paid to me for this thing I'm doing. I am doing a humanitarian work, and I think I've tried to give this much, and I'll try to give as much as I can, as long as God enables me to. So please support, and your support is for you to spread the informations. That's it. All right. I think since there are no one giving any information or asking questions, then I think this is all for today. Till I'll come your way again some other time. My name remains Augustine. Cheers and God bless you. Bye for now.